Welcome to the Friday edition of Litter Media Live. Today is December 19th of 2025. I'm your host, Aaron Glandon, and on the phone with us is Mike Smith.
Hello, everybody, and a happy Friday to you.
How's things at the Smith household?
Good. A little colder today, as we'll be talking in the weather here. It's kind of a crazy week in weather. I think you guys talked about that a little bit earlier from last weekend, what happened early in the week, but it's kind of like a yo-yo. We were mild yesterday, colder today, warmer tomorrow, then colder on Sunday, and then some warmer weather for the coming week.
Yeah, I heard
here's what we got.
Night.
Yeah, go ahead. I did too. We had that out here in Frankfort. Wind picked up, and it rained pretty hard for a while, but once that cold front moved in, then the rain left, and it's. I think we're going to have a high around 30 today. The windy conditions will continue throughout today. Now tomorrow it warms back up. Some sunshine and temperatures up around 50 for a high. Then cooler again on Sunday, but sunshine with a high of 36. Next week, we'll have possibly several days in the 50s. In fact, on Christmas Day, as of right now, we're talking about cloudy skies and a high of 58.
Wow. That's not Christmas weather in my head.
I can remember, golly, maybe 20, 25 years ago, there was like 2 years in a row that we had 50 and maybe close to 60 over the Christmas holiday. Because we flew to Florida for our regular trip, and I'm thinking, I think one day it was actually cold. It was as cold in Florida as it was here at 55. And I'm thinking, I like going down there to warm up, but it's already warm here. So it's not common, but it's not unheard of as well.
Yeah, I feel like just a couple years ago it rained on Christmas Day, and that was not very fun.
That sounds correct. It makes it tough on Santa to try to get around in rain instead of snow.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up next, we'll take a look at news followed by sports and this date in history. But first, I want to tell you all about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're your trusted comfort advisor. If you're in need of any of these services with the yo-yo weather like Mike Smith was talking about, click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com, to learn more.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
For all the beneficial news that you can use, check out littermedia.com. It's updated daily with all the news that you'll need. Also included on our homepage are links to our social media sites, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio. And make sure you stay up to date with those, because some stories you won't see on our website. You'll only see them on our social media pages. Rock for Tots was held last night, and they had another great show. We'll get results from their fundraiser in just a few days, so stay tuned for that. Paint Valley Adam H. is updating us on the progress for construction of the new James Hagen Crisis Center on County Road 550 west of Chillicothe. When finally open, it'll allow for 24/7 crisis intervention for multiple counties in the area. This project will also reduce emergency department overutilization for mental health crisis services and will allow law enforcement to divert individuals in crisis to receive assessment and stabilization services.
A big congratulations goes out to Chillicothe Police Officer Terry Brown for receiving Ross County Post Overdose Response Team's Lifesaver Award for saving a life by administering naloxone. Now, in our photo here, pictured is Sergeant Micah Shanks, Officer Terry Brown, and Captain Michael Short, and Liberty Merriman. Liberty is the Ross County Health District's Director of Health Promotion and Quality Improvement.
The Westfall High School drama class is excited to present Closed for the Holidays, a comedy by Flip Kobler and Cindy Marcus. The story follows a group of travelers stranded in a community center during a Christmas Eve blizzard. From a drama teacher with a bus full of students to a couple racing to get married and a sheriff trying to keep order, each character brings humor and heart to this serendipitous holiday adventure. Performances will be held Saturday, December 20th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, December 21st at 2 p.m. Tickets are $5 each at the door.
First Baptist Church of Chillicothe will present Santa Night from 6 to 8 p.m. this Sunday, sponsored by the NAACP of Chillicothe. Bring the whole family out for a night full of joy, laughter, and Christmas cheer. There will be a meet and greet with Santa, cookies, and hot cocoa, festive photos with Santa, and the first 50 kids receive a free toy. It's a free, family-friendly community event you won't want to miss.
The Columbus Air Show has announced dates for the 2026 show have been set for June 19th through the 21st at Rickenbacker International Airport. As an officially designated America 250 Ohio event, the 2026 theme will be Celebrate America, with a heavy emphasis on the history of aviation, our nation's military, and Ohio. Tickets for the 2026 Columbus Air Show will go on sale to the general public at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, December 23rd.
Our road report, this one is a question mark. According to the Ohio Department of Transportation information that we've been using over the last 45 days, the southbound ramps of Route 23 at the East Main Street interchange were due to reopen tomorrow. However, we've not received anything from ODOT today as of yet stating that that is still on schedule. So what we're going to ask you to do is to keep watching our Facebook and Litter Media X page for any updates. In fact, they're due to send out their weekly report for Ross County here probably early this afternoon. As soon as we find out whether that is going to reopen tomorrow, we'll let you know via those sites.
Sounds good. Coming up next, we'll take a look at sports, so stay tuned for that. But first, we want to tell you about the Skag clearance sale, which is going on right now. The prices are so low down at Hometown Motors, you'll probably think they've lost their minds. Choose from a wide selection of Skag mowing equipment, but you'd better hurry, because once clearance inventory is gone, it's gone and the low prices with them. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. Do yourself a favor and call Hometown Motors at 740-773-8826 for more information. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
And coming up in just a moment, we'll tell you who this week's Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union, will be. But first, we want to tell you about what's happening tonight. Litter Media Radio has boys basketball tonight with Portsmouth West at Western. Coverage is going to begin around 7:20 on Litter Media Radio. And if you don't know where to find Litter Media Radio, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now, or you can go to littermedia.com and find our radio player right there on the homepage.
Taking a look at the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard from last night, girls basketball in the SVC, league leader Unioto beat Adina 43-26. Piketon was a 55-36 winner over Zane Trace. Piketon, I believe, has won 5 or 6 in a row now. Westfall beat Paint Valley 53-37, and Huntington over Southeastern 40-34. In the SOC 3, Waverly beat Southwestern 57-42, Wheelersburg 47, Valley 27, and West over Minford 49-38. SOC 2, Eastern beat Oak Hill 58-23, Sims Valley 43-39 over South Gallia. The Western at Northwest game was postponed due to illness. So many of the players of one team were ill, they didn't have enough to play the game. In the SOC 1, Clay beat East 66-17 and Green over New Boston 62-35. Girls basketball in the Shack, West Union beat Lynchburg Clay 65-40, Eastern Brown 56, Ripley 45, White Oak over Manchester 64-60, and Fayetteville beat Peebles 60-24. In non-conference girls basketball, Circleville edged Watterson by a score of 30-29. Cranville over Bloom Carroll 54-30. Fairfield beat Blanchester 37-31. In boys basketball last night in the NSL Buckeye, Logan Elm beat Amanda Clear Creek 57-34. In non-conference, Fairfield Union over Warren 64-56. In the TVC, Athens beat River Valley 60-46. Meggs over Nelsonville York. Southern beat Fed Hawk. We did not get a Welston Alexander score. Hopefully we'll be able to track that down here in the next hour or so. And the OVC boys last night, Ironton beat South Point, Chesapeake over Coalgrove, and Fairland beat Gallia Academy. Find all of their scores each evening on the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard at littermedia.com.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association has announced the schedule and host sites for the upcoming girls and boys basketball state tournaments, which will be happening in March. The University of Dayton Arena will continue to serve as the epicenter of both state tournaments, while Wright State University will host some girls and boys state semifinal games, and Vandalia Butler High School will also host some girls state semifinals. The girls state tournament will be a 3-day event, while the boys will span 4 days. More details can be found on our website story.
Chillicothe Paints have announced their 2026 game schedule as they'll be entering their 33rd season on the road at Johnstown on May the 26th. Season tickets are available for purchase now at chillicothepaints.com. Now, the Paints host their home opener at VA Memorial Stadium. That'll be a Thursday, May 28th at 7:05 against the Kokomo Creek Chubs. This season, the schedule features 56 regular season games, including 28 home contests for the Paints and 28 on the road. Chillicothe will play 10 of the other 19 Prospect League teams. Now, there's been some additional Prospect League clubs added this year. You can find that full rundown on our website story.
OSU Women drilled Norfolk State last night, 79-45. They're back at home Monday against Western Michigan. And the Blue Jackets, unfortunately, Mike has to be here for this one. They fell to the Wild 5-2, and they'll travel to Anaheim to face the Ducks tomorrow.
A tragic story in sports yesterday. NASCAR lost a leader and a great humanitarian with the tragic death of Greg Biffle and his family. His wife and 2 children were among 7 people killed in a plane crash in North Carolina. Greg was only 55. Biffle showed many examples of his humanitarian heart over the years, including flying helicopter rescue supplies to North Carolina residents trapped by Hurricane Helene floodwaters last year. In his career, Biffle had 19 NASCAR victories, 20 in the Xfinity Series, and 17 in the Truck Series. He also won championships in the Truck Series, that was back in 2000, and Xfinity 2002, solidifying his spot as one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. Certainly tragic that anyone would have to perish with their family like that, but Greg Biffle was such a great, great human being.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's time to announce this week's Homeland Credit Union, presented by Homeland Credit Union. It's the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week. And this week we have Marissa Mullins, Westfall High School grad, voted AVCA NAIA All-American Honorable Mention after her Indiana Wesleyan volleyball squad won their 3rd straight NAIA championship. Congratulations to Marissa Mullins.
I had a chance to see a video last night because the tournament was out in Kansas City. So there were a lot of IWU students back on campus in Marion, Indiana, and they were in some kind of a theater, it looked like, watching the match. And the camera was on the crowd in the theater, apparently on the last kill of the match, and they just erupted. It was kind of neat seeing them from a remote location watching that national championship win.
Yeah, for sure. Well, coming up next, we'll take a look at this date in history, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm going to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more at litterpropane.com.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
And now for a look at this date in history.
This is one that I remember. Some of the dates that we have, I wasn't even around. But this one in 1973, an innocent joke about a toilet paper shortage by Tonight Show host Johnny Carson literally caused a panic nationally of people rushing out to buy bathroom tissue. As it was, there was really no shortage. Carson later in a subsequent show issued a clarification wiping the slate clean.
Oh, that's good.
And that happened in 1973.
I remember when COVID broke out, we had a toilet paper shortage then because everybody was going to the stores and buying all the stuff to just stay home.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when, of course, we all joke about, when we have a pending snowstorm, get out and everybody goes out and gets milk and bread and toilet paper. Toilet paper is always the thing that people seem to be obsessed with. I gotta have that over, even food to eat sometimes. So, yeah, but Johnny was just telling a joke, and everybody took it seriously and rushed out and cleaned the shelves, no pun intended, of all the toilet paper. So, yeah, back in 1973.
And that's a look at our show for today. Join us tonight on Litter Media Radio as Portsmouth West will travel to Western. Dan Ramey will be on the call for that one, and we'll see you again on Monday with another edition of Litter Media Live.